Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Divine Intuitions. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have been gifted this beautiful tarot card book, this medicine card, animal spirit book, and deck from my mother-in-law yesterday. And she bought this this is from 1988. And so if I am ever gifted anything like this, I go into in-depth study, research, reading word by word, figuring out and really acknowledging and finding it very fascinating how we still here, in the almost year 2024, come to believe and realize that there are animal spirits around us. And we do have the protectors of the divine unknown and the divine energy that intuitive energy that we as healers and readers and, divine messengers come to figure out, some at a very young age, just like myself. I'd say around the age of 5 when I really started understanding and remembering why and questioning why we're here and feeling that energy around me that was, I didn't understand it at the time, right? But I knew that there was something unique about me. I knew that there was something special when I could hear different intuitive thoughts and the messages coming through. So what I did is I did my research, and today I'm going to be pulling my cards. They say in this book, let's go ahead and find what I'm going to be referring to, because this book is absolutely incredible. This book was written, let's go ahead and open this. Let me go back. This book, give me just a second, was, written by Jamie Sams and David Carson, okay? So let's go ahead and find out where I am. So the visions that we have been given of this system are that it is a fun bridge which will aid the understanding of what it means to walk in balance on Mother Earth. Our personal power animals have spoken to us through the Dream Lodge, and have asked for our assistance in spreading the understanding that all life is sacred and in sharing the lessons which we have to impart. So I found that very, very fascinating, because it's true. This comes from this all began back many, many, many years ago, okay, from the Native Americans. And their goal here is to unite and have everybody eventually really have this understanding of, being the messenger and what that means to be the messenger. And time through time is spreading that, so every creature on earth can have, this power of the divine mystery, the great mystery, right, within the animals and the animal spirits. So this book is wonderful, okay? So as I've been digging deep, we've got this is where it comes to the 9 totem animals, okay? And this is what I'm going to be doing for myself today. I've always had an interpretation of what my spirit guides and who they are. And as far as spirit animals go, I've also had, my understanding of who they could potentially and possibly be. But today, because I was gifted this amazing book, I'm going to be figuring out precisely who has been surrounding me my whole entire life. Okay, so it's the 9 totem animals. All right, and here's the spread I'll be doing. And I'm just going to go ahead and read about this. Okay, it says each and every person has 9 power or totem animals that represent the medicine they carry in their earth walk, These animal or creature beings emulate each person's abilities, talents, and challenges. For instance, if a person is connected to a wolf as a power animal, the person is a born teacher, pathfinder, innovator, and self-starter. This does not necessarily mean that the person has acknowledged those gifts and is using them to the fullest. It can mean that the wolf is there to bring that person to an understanding of the talents that need developing. If the person is ignoring those talents, you might say that wolf would be appearing in the contrary. So each animal has a contrary, just like in the traditional tarot and many of the cards that people read, you know, the reverse and upright position. Excuse me. So as you come into this earth walk, there are 7 directions surrounding your physical body. These directions are east, south, west, north, above, below, and within. The direction called within exists within you, but also surrounds you, since the entire universe is inside of your consciousness. You have a totem animal in each of the 7 directions to teach you the lessons of these directions. To find the totem animals for yourself, spread the cards face down in front of you in an arc position. So then get a piece of paper and begin writing down the direction. East for east is the golden door or entry point on the medicine shield. So you write east, south, west, north, above, below, and within on the left side of your paper. And then you quiet yourself and ask in a reverent manner that the creature begins which you are silent, that the creature beings, which are your silent guides and helpers, guide your hand to their cards. The first card will be your animal of the east. The second card you pull will be the totem of the south, and so on for all 7 directions. Write these animals down next to the directions on your piece of paper. These selections may surprise you, this is what I was talking about, but they will be correct. And by using this intuitive process, you, as the seeker, myself, will connect to your proper guides. Once you have finished the selection of your set of animals for the 7 directions, you should not do this process again. These creature beings these are the creature beings that are your medicine. This is where I've never done this, okay, as a reader, as an intuitive empath, as a traditional tarot reader, as, you know, this I'm very excited about, because this book is from 1988, right? My mother-in-law bought it, she said 15 plus years ago. She's never opened it, never used it. So this is a brand new deck that came to me. I'm very, very honored to be doing this. Let's keep reading. So these are the creature beings that are your medicine. We're never doing this again. So I'm very curious to see if my predictions and my, you know, intuitive natures are true, right? The ones that I've already envisioned my entire life. The other 2 animals which make up your 9 totems are the ones which are walking at each side of you at all times, and which may have been coming to you for years in dreams. If they have not come to you in dreams, they may be animals that you are drawn to, but which have not appeared amongst the 7 you selected. You may find that these last 2 creatures will appear for you at a later date, or when you read the qualities of the animals in this book, you may simply connect with the 2 that walk at your sides. However, the 2 that walk by your side may not be in this text. That was another good point. So as far as I can see, there's 44 spirit animals in here. So there are, of course, you know, hundreds of animals here on this earth. So let's read that again. However, the 2 that walk by your side may not be in this text. So let's note that. They may be from any part of the animal kingdom on our Mother Earth. One of them could be a giraffe, a koala, a panther, or a raccoon. To better understand the medicines of these animals, consult a book on their habits and see how these characteristics apply to both humankind and yourself. Your opinions of yourself cannot get in the way when you pick these cards. Therefore, you will tend to learn more about your true nature when you simply allow the animals to come to you. Okay, so we've got the significance of the 9 totem animals, okay, right over here. And going into this, let's go ahead and read this, and then we'll get started, because then this goes into the medicine wheel, which I will make another video doing. The medicine wheel is beautiful. I've already read through all of this, so I'm just going over this with you. So again, we've got the 9. So we're starting with the east. The east is the animal in the east guides you to your greatest spiritual challenges and guards your path to illumination. Guards your path to illumination. The south, the animal in the south protects the child within and reminds you when to be humble and when to trust, so that innocence will be balanced in your personality. The West. The animal in the West leads you to your personal truth and inner answers. It also shows you, it must allow you, to your path and goals. North. The North animal gives wise counsel and reminds you when to speak and when to listen. It also reminds you to be grateful for every blessing every day. Above. The above animal teaches you how to honor the great star nation and reminds you that you came from the stars and to the stars you will return. This animal is also the guardian of the dream time for your personal access to the other dimensions. Below. The below animal teaches you about inner earth and how to stay grounded and on the path. Within. The within animal teaches you how to find your heart's joy and how to be faithful to your personal truths. It is also the protector of your sacred space and the place that is yours alone and is never shared except by invitation. The right side. This animal protects your male sides. So I'm assuming because this book was from 1988, they're referring to your masculine energy, your masculine side. They're quoting it as a male, but I do believe that has changed over the years. So the right side, this animal protects your masculine side and teaches you that no matter where you turn, it will be your father protector within. This animal also carries your courage and warrior spirit. The left side, this animal is the protector of your female side, so your feminine side, and teaches you that you must learn to receive abundance as well as to nurture yourself and others. The left side animal is also your teacher about relationships and mothering. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get a drink of water. So I've got my notebook and I'm going to go ahead and write down all of these, the 9 totem animals. And then we'll get started. So we've got the East. We've got the South. West. North. Above. Below. Within. Right side. And left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. Okay, so we are going to go ahead. There's a medicine shield. Beautiful. And then we've got different spreads that I'm able to do for other people and not just myself, obviously, but this is for myself today. And if you are interested in having this be read for you to figure out what your spirit animals are, if you go to, there's a link in my bio to book private readings. I would love to help you find out. Okay, so we are starting with, so we're gonna go ahead and shuffle the cards. Wow, okay. Here we go, right off the bat. Let's see how many we got. These are the first that came out. So we're gonna go East, South, West, North, above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those already came out. Thank you, Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Please help me find my spirit animals today as I embark on this journey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got below. Let me just scoot these over. I've got all my other decks here. So this is it. So once I do the 6, let me move my book a little bit. Below, within, and then I need 2 more because these are going to be the 2, even though they don't show it in the spread. Please help me find the spirit animals that are next to me And by my side, I literally cannot pick that up at all times. I've got one. Thank you. I'm truly grateful. Let's keep going. Wow. They just keep telling me to take this right here. They're all coming out. Okay. Let's go ahead and go back. And 1 and 2. Okay. Let's set this deck down and protect it. So here we are. We have got east, south, west, north, above, below, within. We've got my right side. I guess this would be my right side, right? But this came out first. So I'm gonna switch them. So I've got my right side and my left side. All right, here we go. Let's go, guys. So I'm gonna be, I'm very excited for this. I'm going to be going through each card at a time because I've got this book, you know, it explains and goes into detail about each of my 9 totem animals, okay? So I'm going to flip one and we're going to go and start reading about it. Let me grab some water. Excuse me. Thank you, Divine Spirit Guides. I am so truly grateful for you to bring this to me today. Let's go ahead and see what we've got going on. I've got a little bit warm right now. So for my east, we've got the eagle. Oh, we've got the eagle here. So I'm going to go right off the bat and just let you know that not only does my partner, but the daughter, the child from us, their names represent the eagle. Okay, so the eagle is extremely prevalent in my life. So to draw this for my east, okay, is quite an honor, you know, and you know, it's quite remarkable in the sense of it being number 1 as well. Okay, so this is my east, and let's go back to the book and talk about what the east represents. So the east animal, totem animal, is the animal in the east guides me to my greatest spiritual challenges and guards my path to illumination. So yeah, I mean, this is like my life animal. This is literally my child and my partner, which is her father, and their names literally represent and mean eagle. Okay, so wow. This animal in the east, the animal in the east guides you to your greatest spiritual challenges and guards your path to illumination. And let me just tell you I feel overwhelmed right now. Wow. And just so blessed and happy. You know, it guides you to your greatest spiritual challenges. And, you know, when you're in partnership with somebody, you have, you know, it's very blissful. This has always been, and not only my twin flame, but somebody that I know that I have gone through generations and generations with in my life. Now, whether or not he was somebody that was actually my partner in life before, we have known each other for centuries. And then guarding our path to illumination, that, wow. Okay, so I'm going to write down eagle. And then we're going to go to the description of the eagle. Okay, wow. Let's take a deep breath. All right, let's find the eagle. We're going to the medicine cards. Number 1, eagle. Look at this. The eagle. It says right here, right underneath this beautiful picture, it says, eagle, fly high, touch great spirit, share your medicine, touch me, honor me, so that I may know you too. So exactly, I'm a reader, I'm a healer, I'm a messenger from the divine spirit, and I have, you know, tapped into that divine connection for many, many years. So what a blessing. Let's see, we've got eagle. Eagle medicine is the power of the great spirit, the connection to the divine. I mean, you guys, the connection to the divine, you know, I've always been, my spiritual connection has always been this divine intuitions, right? This divine intuitive blessing. Okay, eagle medicine is the power of the great spirit, the connection to the divine. It is the ability to live in the realm of spirit and yet remain connected and balanced within the realm of earth. Eagle soars and is quick to observe expansiveness within the overall pattern of life. From the heights of the clouds, eagle is close to the heavens where the great spirit dwells. The feathers of eagle are considered to be the most sacred of healing tools. They have been used for centuries by shamans to cleanse the auras of patients coming to them for healing. Within the belief systems of Native American tribes, eagle represents a state of grace, which is my name, achieved through hard work, understanding, and a completion of the tests of initiation, which result in the taking of one's personal power. It is only through the trial of experiencing the lows in life as well as the highs, and through the trial of trusting one's connections to the great eagle spirit, that the right to use the essence of eagle medicine is earned. I'm going to read that again. It is only through the trial of experiencing the lows in life as well as the highs, and through the trial of trusting one's connections to the great spirit, which is the eagle spirit, that the right to use the essence of eagle medicine is earned. Thank you. If you have pulled this symbol, eagle is reminding you to take heart and gather your courage, for the universe is presenting you with an opportunity to soar above the mundane levels of your life. The power of recognizing this opportunity may come in the form of a spiritual test. In being astute, you may recognize the places within your soul, personality, emotions, or psyche that need bolstering or refinement. By looking at the overall tapestry, eagle teaches you to broaden your sense of self beyond the horizon of what is presently visible. In learning to fiercely attack your personal fear of the unknown, the wing of your soul will be supported by the ever-present breezes, which are the breath of the Great Spirit. Feed your body, but more importantly, feed your soul. Within the realm of the Mother Earth and Father Sky, the dance that leads to fight involves the conquering of fear and willingness to join in the adventure you are co-creating with the divine. If eagle has majestically soared into your cards, you are being put on notice to reconnect with the element of air. Air is of the mental plane, and in this instance, it is of higher mind. Wisdom comes from many strange and curious forms and is always related to the creature force of the Great Spirit. If you have been walking in the shadows of former realities, eagle brings illumination. Eagle teaches you to look higher and touch grandfather sun with your heart, and to love the shadow as well as the light. See the beauty in both, and you will take flight like the eagle. Eagle medicine is the gift we give ourselves to remind us of the freedom of the skies. Eagle asks you to give yourself permission to legalize freedom and to follow the joy of your heart desires. And then there's a contrary section, right? So that's more in the format of when I am, doing a reading for not only myself, but for other people. What a blessing. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Okay, let's keep going. Thank you, Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Animal Spirits. I am so pleased for that first totem card. Okay. Here we go. Let me get another drink of water. My book keeps flashing back to the medicine shield, which we are not there yet, book. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to the south. This is my second one. Let's go. That's probably why it's like, get out of the eagle. Exactly. So let's see, the south. The animal in the south protects the child within and reminds you when to be humble and when to trust. So that innocence will be balanced within your personality. Here we go. So we have got the porcupine, number 12. All right, I'm going to go ahead and replace this. So we've got the south. We've got the porcupine, number 12. So let's go ahead and see what that represents here. This, again, this is the animal spirit. It protects your child within. We've got the porcupine, number 12. I love this. Let's go ahead and find number 12. And we're going to write down the porcupine, number 12. Okay, you guys, so we've got the porcupine here. Okay. Excuse me. So we've got porcupine, remind me of innocence again. With every man a brother, each woman a friend. I love that. So this is the innocence. What did the eagle say? Let me go back really quick. Hold on. Let's see. Why are you going right back there? It's the spirit. Okay, so the porcupine, each one has a word underneath it. And I will continue to kind of highlight that. That says the innocence. Okay. The south of the medicine wheel is the place of childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness and the position of porcupine on the medicine wheel of life. Porcupine has many special qualities and a very powerful medicine, the power of faith and trust. Yes, the power of faith contains within it the ability to move mountains. The power of trust in life involves trusting the Great Spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway that is most beneficial for you and that uses your greatest talents to further that plan. Trust can open doorways to the creation of space. The space thus created allows others to open their hearts to you and to share their gifts of love, joy, and companionship. If you were to observe porcupine, which would be me, you would immediately notice its quills. These quills are only used when trust has been broken between porcupine and another creature. Much like otter, porcupine is a gentle, loving creature and non-aggressive. When fear is not present, it is possible to feed a porcupine by hand and never get stuck by its quills. Ooh, I love this. Though understanding the basic nature of this animal, you may come to understand your own need for trust and faith and for becoming like a child again. In today's society, this is a needed reminder to honor the wonder of life and the appreciation of each new day as an adventure of discovery. Porcupine sat silently looking at a hollow log. She wondered if it was a playhouse that nature had created just for her. Porcupine envisioned all of these things that she could do with the log. She could climb on top of it and make the log roll from side to side. She could go inside it and see if there were any juicy worms for her dinner. She could also scratch her back on the rough outer bark if she wanted to. Just as Porcupine was pondering what to do next, she saw a bear approaching. Bear was big and black and looking for honey. Oh, another playmate to share my log, she thought. Hello, Bear, she cooed. Do you want to play and share my log with me? Gruff old Bear snorted. Porcupine, don't you know that I'm too old to play? You're in my way. I'm looking for honey. Go away. Why, Bear? You're never too old to play, she replied. If you forget what it was like to be a cub, you'll always be as impatient and gruff as you are now. I love this. Let's keep going. Bear began to think about what Porcupine had said. Maybe she was right. All the other creatures had run away from Bear in fright. Even the other bears had turned up their noses when he growled at them. This little porcupine was certainly trusting him not to eat her. She even offered to be his friend. The old bear looked at Porcupine and began to feel something move inside of him. It's probably grumble. He started to remember the games. Oh no, it was that intuitive thought. He started to remember the games he had played as a cub. Joy started to live in him again. Little Porcupine, you have reminded me that in becoming strong and seeking answers, I got caught in trying to be an intellectual. I became afraid of what others would think if I dropped my mask of gruffness. I was afraid they wouldn't take me seriously anymore. You have taught me that in being a fuddy-duddy, I was causing others not to care for me. Thank you. I'd love to play with this old log. And so it was that Bear became childlike again and learned the innocence of Porcupine. In choosing Porcupine, you had given, I love this so much. In choosing the Porcupine card, you have given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of the adult world where fear, greed, and suffering are a commonplace. Namaste. The medicine card in this card is that of relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that gave you joy as a child, and remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination and the making of some game or toy from nothing but scraps. Honor the playfulness of spirit that lets everyone win. And we've got the contrary to that. And let me just say, so this card of the South, I love this so much because I have always explained or described myself as just like a big child. And so getting this card of playfulness and innocence, where, you know, in the world of chaos around us, I am always there to remind people that, you know, I need to be reminded this too sometimes, but then, you know, my other guides will help guide me to somebody that would help me. But I'm always there to help remind people to just let go and play. So again, let's go ahead and coordinate this. The animal in the South protects the child within. I mean, not only did I get this South card because it's protecting the child within and reminds you when to be humble and when to trust. This card literally, this porcupine card literally goes in depth about, it is about trust and faith. The power of faith and trust. Wow. Okay. Whew. All right, you guys, we're going to move on. Let's go ahead and put this one down. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, animal guides as well. We are moving on to the third card, which is West. The animal in the West leads you to your personal truth and inner answers. It also shows you the path to your goals. All right, so I'm extremely curious. Let's go. Here we go. We've got the Swan, number 39. We've got the Swan. Let's go ahead. I'm going to write this down. So we've got the Swan, number 39. And that, again, is the animal in the West leads you to your personal truth and inner answers. It also shows you the path to your goals. All right, Swan, here we are. Let's go find number 39. We've got, so my name is Grace. Okay, everybody, if you are new to my channel, my name is Grace. I typically show my face when I do these readings, but I wanted to really just like highlight and focus on my table and the cards today because this is something so new for me and such a blessing. We've got number 39, Grace. So remember how I said I would highlight each word, that it's the porcupine was innocence, the eagle was spirit, and we've got Swan, which is grace, which I'm going to write down real quick. Give me just a sec. I just love this. And this is grace. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Divine. It says, Swan, the power of woman, entering sacred space, touching future yet to come, bringing eternal grace. Little Swan flew the dream time, looking for the future. She rested for a moment in the coolness of the pond, looking for a way to find the entry point to the future. This was a moment of confusion for Swan, as she knew that she had happened into the dream time by accident. This was her first flight alone, and she was a bit concerned by the dreamtime landscape. As Swan looked high above Sacred Mountain, she saw the biggest swirling black hole she had ever seen. Dragonfly came flying by, and Swan stopped to ask him about the black hole. Dragonfly said, Swan, that is the doorway to the other planes of imagination. I have been guardian of the illusion for many, many moons. If you want to enter there, you would have to ask permission and earn the right. Swan was not so sure that she wanted to enter the black hole. She asked Dragonfly what was necessary for her to earn entry. Dragonfly replied, you must be willing to accept whatever the future holds as it is presented, without trying to change Great Spirit's plan. Swan looked at her ugly little duckling body and then answered, I will be happy to abide by Great Spirit's plan. I won't fight the currents of the black hole. I will surrender to the flow of the spiral and trust what I am shown. Dragonfly was very happy with Swan's answer and began to spin the magic to break the pond's illusion. Suddenly, Swan was engulfed by a whirlpool in the center of the pond. Swan reappeared many days later, but now she was graceful and white and long-necked. Dragonfly was stunned. Swan, what happened to you? He exclaimed. Swan smiled and said, Dragonfly, I learned to surrender my body to the power of the Great Spirit and was taken to where the future lives. I saw many wonders high on Sacred Mountain, and because of my faith and acceptance, I have been changed. I have learned to accept the state of grace. Dragonfly was very happy for Swan. Swan told Dragonfly many of the wonders beyond the illusion. Through her healing and her acceptance of the state of grace, she was given the right to enter the dream time. So it is that we learn to surrender to the grace of the rhythm of the universe and slip from our physical bodies into the dream time. Swan medicine teaches us to be at one with all planes of consciousness and to trust in the Great Spirit's protection. If you pulled a swan, it ushers, which I did, it ushers a time of altered states of awareness and development of your intuitive abilities. Swan medicine people have the ability to see the future, to surrender to the power of Great Spirit, and to accept the healing and transformation of their lives. I mean, this is what I've been doing for years. Thank you, Swan. Thank you. The Swan card is telling you to accept your ability to know what lies ahead. Namaste, amen. If you are resisting self-transformation, relax. It will be easier if you go with the flow. Stop denying that you know who is calling when the phone rings. Pay attention to your hunches and your gut knowledge and honor your female intuitive side. And then there's a contrary, okay? Wow. You guys, everybody joining me. This is absolutely amazing. My goodness gracious. Okay. Whew. And again, let's go ahead and, that was my West. The animal in the West leads you to your personal truth and inner answers. It also shows you the path to your goals. Which is continuing to be a creator. Thank you. I'm truly grateful. Let's go ahead and see what we have for the North. The North animal gives wise counsel and reminds you when to speak and when to listen. It also reminds you to be grateful for every blessing every day. So we've got the North. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. Hand on my heart. We've got the dolphin. Yes, number 40. So there's some synchronicities right there. We've got 39 into 40. Let's go ahead and find out what this represents for myself. The dolphin. I've always been fascinated with dolphins. Dolphins was one of the first reports I remember doing in school when they said to pick an animal. And what do you know? I just literally flipped it to the dolphin in the middle of it. So we've got number 40, dolphin. Oh, and this is mana. Okay. We've got the mana. Dolphin, breathe with me, breathe of the divine, mana of the universe, in oneness we entwine. Let me write this down. Dolphin number 40, and it's the mana. Let's go ahead. Dolphin speaks to us of the breath of life, the only thing that humans cannot go without for more than a few minutes. We can live without water and food for days, but oxygen is the source of our sustenance. Within the breath we encounter the rhythm of energy that all life emits. In changing the rate or rhythmic textures of our breath, we can tap into any other life form or creature. Let me reread that. Within the breath we encounter the rhythm of energy that all life emits. In changing the rate or rhythmic texture of our breath, we can tap into any other life form or creature. This is a very easy way to connect with divine energy coming from the Great Spirit, as well as with your own personal rhythms. And let me just say, as somebody, again, who's known my abilities for many, many years, I'm in my late 30s here, so I've been practicing these and finally really appreciating these to the fullest for the last several years. But this tapping into other life form, I mean, that's what I do with humans as well. Dolphin is the keeper of the sacred breath of life and teaches us how to release emotions through dolphin breath. Dolphin creates rhythm, swimming through the water and breathing before submerging, then holding its breath for the duration of underwater travel. As dolphin comes above water again, it blows its breath out in a manner resembling the popping of a cork. We can use the same technique to pull the stopper on our tensions and create total relaxation. This is a good exercise to use before entering silence. Mana is life force. Mana is present in every atom and is Great Spirit's essence. Mana is life force. Beautiful. And so we have it. Let's see. Dolphin teaches us how to use life mana through our breath. It revitalizes each cell and organ and breaks the limits and dimensions of physical reality so that we may enter the dream time. Exactly. Beautiful. Dolphin was traveling the oceans one day as Grandmother Moon was weaving the patterns of the tide. Grandmother Moon asked Dolphin to learn her rhythm so that he could open his female side to her silvery light. Dolphin began to swim the rhythm of her tide, weaving, and learned to breathe in a new way. As Dolphin continued to use this new rhythm, he entered the dream time. I love this. The reality was a new and different place from the seas he had known. Dolphin came to discover underwater cities in the dream time and was given the gift of primordial tongue. This new language was the sound language that was brought by Spider from the Great Star Nation. Now, spiders, it's so interesting, have always been very significant to me. They're always around me, always. It doesn't matter where I'm at. There's always a spider. I knew the spider would come up somewhere. Dolphin learned that all communication was pattern and rhythm, and that the new aspect of communication was sound. He carries this original pattern to this day. Dolphin returned to the ocean of the Great Mother and was very sad until Whale came by and told Dolphin that he could return to be a messenger to the Dreamtime dwellers anytime he felt the rhythm and used the breath. Dolphin was given a new job. He became the carrier of messages of our progress. The Dreamtime dwellers were curious about the children of the earth and wanted us to grow to be at one with Great Spirit. Dolphin was to be the link. Wow. If Dolphin has appeared to you today, frothing through the waves in your spread, you are to be a link to some solution for the children of earth. This can be a time when you are to link with Great Spirit and bring answers to your own questions or to those of others. In addition, this can mean a time of communication with the rhythms of nature. You are put on notice to be mindful of your body rhythms and patterns of energy being fed to you from the Creator. Imitate Dolphin and ride the waves of laughter, spreading joy in the world. Breathe and experience the mana so freely given. Break existing barriers and connect to the dream time or Great Star Nation. Know that we are all whole in the eyes of ever living one. I love it. My goodness, I am a messenger. What I've been saying this whole time, everybody. There goes my north. We have above, below, and within, left, and then my right side and my left side. Okay. And they're telling me that I should not have switched these cards, that they were set and placed where they needed to be because I had switched them earlier on, okay? So let's go to above. Get a drink of water really quick. Okay, so when we pull the above animal teaches you how to honor the Great Star Nation and reminds you that you came from the stars and to the stars you will return. This animal is also the guardian of the dream time for your personal access to other dimensions. Okay, which we talked about with the dolphin and with the swan. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Divine Spirit, Spirit Guides. I'm truly grateful. Let's go ahead and see what my above spirit animal is. Number 15, the wolf. Beautiful. Yes. So far, I mean, you know, it's so interesting to pull all of these different types of animals that have been in my life and guiding me through after all of these years. So we've got number 15, the animal, or the wolf, the animal. We've got the wolf. Oh, my heater just turned on. I have to go pause that really quick. It is very loud. I'll be right back. Okay, let's keep going. So we've got the wolf, and this is again for my above totem animal. And this is the animal, this is my guardian of the dream time. Let's go ahead and find wolf, number 15. And that is teacher. Wolf, number 15, teacher. Okay. Which I am, and have always been a teacher. So it says here, wolf, teacher, pathfinder, moon dog of my soul, howling, singing, teaching how to know. All right. Wolf is the pathfinder, the forerunner of new ideas, who returns to the clan to teach and share medicine. Wolf takes one mate for life and is loyal like dog, which is very true. If you were to keep company with wolves, you would find an enormous sense of family within the pack, as well as a strong individualistic urge. These qualities make wolf very much like the human race. As humans, we have the ability to be a part of society and yet still embody our individual dreams and ideas. In the Great Star Nation, wolf is represented by the dog star Sirius, which legend tells us was the original home of our teachers in ancient times. Oh, it's Sirius. Sirius was thought to be the home of the gods by the ancient Egyptians and is still considered so by the Dogon tribe in Africa. It stands to reason that the Native American people would formulate the same connection and adopt wolf people as the clan of teachers. The senses of wolf are very keen, and the moon is its power ally. The moon is the symbol for psychic energy or the unconscious that holds the secrets of knowledge and wisdom. Baying at the moon may be an indication of wolf's desire to connect with new ideas which are just below the surface of consciousness. Wolf medicine empowers the teacher within us all to come forth and aid the children of earth in understanding the great mystery of life. If you have drawn wolf's card, you may be able to share your personal medicine with others, which I do. I mean, this is my reading, right? My messenger. I am a messenger of the Divine Spirit. Your intuitive side may also have the answer or teaching for your personal use at this time. As you feel wolf coming alive within you, you may wish to share your knowledge by writing or lecturing on information that will help others better understand their uniqueness or path in life. It is in the sharing of great truths that the consciousness of humanity will attain new heights. Wolf could also be telling you to seek out lonely places that will allow you to see your teacher within. In the aloneness of a power place, devoid of other humans, you may find the true you. Look for teachings no matter where you are. Wolf would not come to you unless you requested the appearance of the tribe's greatest teacher. I love this. I love this so much because I need my alone time. I mean, I can't even articulate. And then there's the contrary, okay? Wonderful. Let's go ahead and place that right there. We've got below, within, and then we've got the right and left side animal. Okay. Let's see. Oh, just trying to fix it. All right, so we've got the next one up is below. And then we've got the below animal teaches you about the inner earth and how to stay grounded and on the path. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. We've got the whale, which came to the dolphin. Remember, the whale came to the dolphin. We've got number 41. So I've got 39, 40, and 41. I love seeing the synchronicities here. Okay, let's go to 41, the whale. Let me write this down. We've got the whale. Number 41. And it is, again, this is the below. So the whale teaches me about my inner earth and how to stay grounded on the path. So we got number 41. There's dolphin, and here we go. Here's the whale. The record keeper. Number 41. All right. Let's go ahead and write this down. The record keeper. Let's see. The whale of mighty oceans, you have seen it all. Secrets of the ages are heard within your call. Teach me how to hear your words and how to understand the very roots of history or when our world began. Goes back. Whale is very much like a swimming library. Let me post this up right here. I knew something was missing. They said, wait, stop reading. The whale is very much like a swimming library. Whale carries the history of Mother Earth and is said to have been placed here by the ancients from the dog star Sirius. Okay. Biologists say that the whale is a mammal and very possibly lived on land millions of years ago. In tribal legend, whales move into the ocean happened when the earth shifted and Lemuria, the motherland, went below the waves. All of our petroglyphs speak of the motherland, Mu, M-U, and the disaster that brought the red race to North America from the west beyond the great waters. The symbols in the petroglyphs speak of the rivers and mountains crossed by our ancestors when they sought solid ground as the water receded. Whale saw the events that led to the settling of Turtle Island, North America, and has kept the records and knowledge of the motherland alive. It is said that Mu, the M-U, will rise again when the fire comes from the sky and lands in another ocean on Mother Earth. The native medicine people are waiting for this event as the next sign of Earth changes. Earth children will have to unite and honor in all ways and all races in order to survive. Whale medicine people are coded in their DNA to understand the sound frequencies can bring up records in the memories of ancient knowledge. They are usually clairaudient or able to hear both very low and high frequencies. They are usually also physically developed and fairly telepathic, which makes sense. Many times, however, they are not awakened to their gifts until it is time to use the stored records. I'm going to read that again because I finally opened up to being able to filter out all the voices around me when I'm doing readings for other people. Many times, however, they are not awakened to their gifts until it is time to use the stored records. So, it's been a couple years at most that I've been reading for other people openly and online, and it's been quite the honor and pleasure, but, it also brings lots of filtering and cleansing on myself in order to not absorb everybody that is watching me and whatnot. So it took some time. Many whale medicine people are able to tap into the universal mind of Great Spirit and have no idea how or why they know what they know. Since I was 5. Only later, when they receive confirmation, do they begin to understand how they know or why they receive the impressions. Whale medicine teaches us to use the sound and frequencies that balance our emotional bodies and heal our physical forms. To recall why the shaman's drum brings healing and peace is to align with the whale's message. Yes. The drum is the universal heartbeat and aligns all beings heart to heart. Before the advent of speech and the primordial language, hand signs were used, and many tribes were silent most of the time. The language that was understood was the sounds of great spirits, other creatures, the animals. If you pull the whale card, you are being asked to tap into these records and allow yourself to be sung to by those who have the original language. We are the only creatures who do not have our own unique cry or call. Find yours. Allow your voice to use the sound to release tension or emotion. Whale signals a time of finding your origins, of seeing your overall destiny as coded in your DNA, and of finding the sounds that will release those records. You may never be the same again. After all, you are the melody of the universe and the harmony in the song of the other creatures. In using your voice to open your memory, you are expressing your uniqueness and your personal sound. As you open to this uniqueness, the animals that are your 9 totems may send their sounds or calls to you through you. This will open your personal records so that you may further explore your soul's history and commune with Whale, who carries the history of us all. Oh, I love this. Wow. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, guardian animals, spirit animal guides. Wow, you guys. Okay. Thank you, Whale. Let's see what we have next. We have number 7, within. All right. And the within animal teaches you how to find your heart's joy and how to be faithful to your personal truths. It is also the protector of your sacred space, the place that is yours alone and never shared except by invitation. Here we go. Let's go ahead and find this out. We've got number 37, the antelope. That will be my within. That will finalize the 7 animal totems, and then I'll have the ones that have been to the right and left side of me every day, all the time, which I'm assuming are right here, which is beautiful. So we've got number 37, the antelope. Let's see, number 37. I'm just writing this down, guys. Let's go ahead and put this up there. They said, don't forget again. Let's see, number 37. We've got some digging. Come on. So I've got a cluster of animals kind of together. Number 37, action, the antelope. Here we go. So it's action. I'm going to write that down as well. Let's see what we have. Okay. Run, antelope. Teach me of action and its pace. Quickly, quickly, so I may run with grace. Again, my name is Grace. Let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Number 37, antelope, action. When time was just beginning and the tribe of man was small, antelope saw that the two-leggeds were naked, hungry, and in danger of extinction. The ancestors would soon vanish from Mother Earth if action were not taken. Antelopes took action and came into the camp, calling all the two-legged together for counsel. Great mystery sent me to teach you a lesson. The lesson is to do. You have no need to be fearful if you know what to do, and then you do it, Antelope said. And what shall we do? Asked the people. If you are naked and cold, you should kill me and take my coat to keep you warm. It is my gift to you. Do it. We will, said the people. But what of our hunger? We are starving. What can we do to save ourselves? If you are hungry, you should kill me and take my flesh, for it will nourish you and make you strong. It is my gift to you and a part of my evolution. It is my service. Do it. Antelope knew that humankind would survive the Ice Age if people learned to eat meat. Before the movement of the great ice mountains, fruit and vegetables had been plentiful, and the two-leggeds had no need to eat the bodies of their fellow creatures. The clans of the second world ate antelope, taking the instinct and wisdom of the four-leggeds into their bodies. The people learned through each creature's essence how to survive. They were taught never to waste or to take more than they needed. When they were in need, the two-leggeds knew to take action. Humans learned antelope's lessons well. Because of antelope, humans took proper action and survived to this present day. Antelope taught humans to honor the gift sent from the great mystery and to avoid indiscriminate destruction of life. Antelope signifies knowledge action. Antelope is a symbol for the antenna of your hair, which attaches you to the great mystery by its long cords of light. Looking at antelope, you become aware of your mortality and the short time span you have on this planet. With this in mind, you must act accordingly. Proper action pleases the great mystery. Antelope medicine is the knowledge of life's circle. Knowing of death, antelope can truly live. Action is key to and essence of living. Antelope powers have been courted and shamanized since the dawn of time. Antelope clans have been many, and the power of the antelope people is great. Antelope medicine gives you the strength of mind and heart, and the ability to take quick and decisive action to get things accomplished. If you feel stymied, call on antelope medicine. If you are balled up and twisted in knots, antelope powers will speak to you of proper actions and soon set you free. Many ingenious solutions to problems are whispered by antelope. Listen, and even more importantly, act. Surround yourself with the illumination and secret knowledge of antelope. Combine this with action, and you will overcome any obstacle or hindrance in your path. If antelope is your centering tree and strong personal medicine, thank Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Spirit. Say what you should be said. Your judgment is sound, and your actions will be successful. Always listen to what antelope has to say to you. Antelope in your cards indicates a message of higher purpose. Antelope arms you with the bow of authority and forces you to act on behalf of self, family, clan, nation, and finally Mother Earth. Antelope says, do it now. Don't wait any longer. Antelope knows the way, and so do you. Take courage and leap. Your sense of timing is perfect. When antelope has bounded into your cards, the time is now. The power is you. Ooh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was beautiful. Oh, all right. So we've got two more. So we are going into my last two animal totems. We're finalizing the last two cards with the right side and the left side. So we're going into the right side. The animal protects my masculine side and teaches me that no matter where I turn, it will be my father protector within. This animal also carries my courage and warrior spirit. So let's go ahead and see. The ant, number 32. Beautiful. I always wondered why I never wanted to step on an ant. It makes so much sense. Let's go, ant. So we got antelope and then ant. Interesting. Number 32. Let's go ahead and see what we have. Number 32. I see it. Patience. Oh, number 32, the ant. Patience. Okay, I'm going to write the patience down. Patience. Okay. Oh, tiny ant, your patience grows. Like the sands of time. Can I learn to be like you, or is it too sublime? Ant can carry a leaf over hundreds of miles just to get it back to the anthill. Ants in Africa will strip a forest bare when food is scarce if it takes them a year. Ants' medicine is the strategy of patience. Ant is a builder like beaver, is aggressive like badger, and has a stamina like elk, scrutiny like a mouse, and give away like turkey. Every ant is an anthill. Every ant in an anthill is part of the ant group mind, as all ants work for the queen ant and the hive. Self-sacrifice is a part of ant medicine. Greater than ants' other medicines, however, is patience. Ant people are active, community-minded folks who see the greater future needs of their town. Ant people are planners like squirrel and are content to see their dreams being built a little at a time. In today's society, that is a rare quality. In the desert, one type of ant will bury a conical hole with its apex at the bottom. The ant will cover itself and patiently wait for some unsuspecting insect to fall in. As the sand crumbles, the prey eventually falls to the bottom, only to find ants open jaws. Patience does have its rewards. Ant people have a knowing about the sweet victory at the end of the line. There is never a concern about going without if they are late for the opening of a sale. If what they want is sold out, they are sure that something equal or better is available. If you have ant medicine, you eat slowly and deliberately and are content in knowing that what is yours will come to you. This knowing is good medicine, and it shows a trust in the universe to provide. If ant mentored into your spread today, it is time to show a little trust and patience in some life situation. You may have forgotten that you will always receive what you need at the time you need it most. If it is not on the horizon or just around the next anthill, you may need to use some strategy. How can you put to use your power of creation until it arrives, whatever it means to you at this time? Ant is working for the good of the whole. Are you? If you are, be assured that the whole wants the same goodness for you and that it will be provided. And then you've got the contrary. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the last one is. We've got number 30, rabbit. Number 30, rabbit. So I've got lots of animals in the 30s here, which is interesting to me. Let's go rabbit. This is on the left side of me, number 30. And let's find where it's at. We've got, it's quite close. Let's see. We've got, let's go ahead and put this up here. Number 30, rabbit, and it is fear. I am ending with fear. Ugh. All right. Everybody has fear though. So we've got number 30, fear. Let's dive into it. Let me write down this. Fear. Sacred little rabbit, please drop your fright. Running doesn't stop the pain or turn the dark to light. A long time ago, no one really knows how long ago it was, Rabbit was a brave and fearless warrior. Rabbit was befriended by the Eyewalker, a witch. The witch and Rabbit spent much time together, sharing and talking. The two were very close. One day, Eyewalker and Rabbit were walking alone, and they sat down on the trail to rest. Rabbit said, "I'm thirsty." Eyewalker picked up a leaf, blew on it, and then handed Rabbit a gourd of water. Rabbit drank the water but didn't say anything. Then the rabbit said, "I'm hungry." Eyewalker picked up the stone and blew on it and changed it into a turnip. She gave the turnip to Rabbit to eat. Rabbit tasted it and then ate the turnip, with relish. But still, Rabbit didn't say anything. The two continued along the trail, which led into the mountains. And near the top, Rabbit tripped and fell and rolled almost to the bottom. Rabbit was in very sad condition when Eyewalker got to him. She used a magic salve on Rabbit to heal his great pain and mend his broken bones. Rabbit didn't say anything. Several days later, Eyewalker went searching for her friend. She searched high and low, but Rabbit was nowhere to be found. Finally, Eyewalker gave up. She met Rabbit quite by accident one day. "Rabbit, why are you hiding and avoiding me?" the witch asked. "Because I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of magic," answered the rabbit, cowering. "Leave me alone." I see, said the Eyewalker. I have used my magical powers on your behalf, and now you turn on me and refuse my friendship? I want nothing more to do with you or your powers. Rabbit countered. Rabbit did not even see the tears his words were bringing to the Eyewalker's eyes. I hope we never meet and that I never see you again, Rabbit continued. Rabbit, Eyewalker said, we were once great friends and companions, but no more. It is within my power to destroy you, but because of the past and the medicines we have shared together, I will not do this. But from this day forward, I lay a curse on you and your tribe. From now on, you will call your fears, and your fears will come to you. Be on your way, for the sweet medicines that bound us together as friends are broken. Now Rabbit is the fear caller. He goes out and shouts, Eagle, I am so afraid of you. If Eagle doesn't hear him, Rabbit calls louder, Eagle, stay away from me. Eagle, now hearing Rabbit, comes and eats him. Rabbit calls bobcats, wolves, coyotes, and even snakes until they come. As this story shows, rabbit medicine people are so afraid of tragedy, illness, disaster, and being taken that they call those very fears to them to teach them lessons. The keynote here is, what you resist will persist. What you fear most is what you will become. Here's the lesson. If you pulled rabbit, stop talking about horrible things happening and get rid of what if in your vocabulary. This call may be a signal of time. This card may signal a time of worry about the future or trying to exercise your control over which you have not informed the future. Stop now. Write your fears down and be willing to feel them. Breathe into them and feel them running through your body into Mother's Earth as a giveaway. And then we have the contrary. Very interesting, you know, as we go into the new year here. This year has been full of many different lessons, and fear has always been right there. So we are ending with that, and we have my 9 totem animals here laid out for you, and for myself, really. So if you are interested in having this done for you, go ahead and click the link in my bio. Thank you.